back to Kaiserreich. The battle for China continues. We are doing pretty good, all things considered, but you know, it's still kind of a mess. Our assault here proved to be, you know, a mitigated success. And unfortunately, we were unable to cut them off from the coast, which is not great. Not a huge fan. So we're gonna have to sort of like do a little fallback. That's fine. We now have way more factories, which is great, actually. A lack of factories was a real issue before. Oh, boy. Reconciling with the Kuomintang's right? One of the touchiest subjects of the day in Nanjing, yet perhaps most ubiquitous compromise in the party state's rehabilitation of many quote-unquote rightists to the party, or at least claiming to be members of the party. Or at least claiming to be members of the party. The political distinction between the old Kuomintang's right, left, center, and military factions were always much more blurred than at the top. While figures such as Wang Jingwei, Liao Zhongkai, Hu Hanmin, Sun Fo, Dai Jitao, and Chiang Kai-shek quarreled over the Sun Yat-sen's legacy, for most rank-and-file members, the party represented one unified revolutionary movement. Leftists and rightists often went to class together at Whampoa, fought side by side in the trenches, and were often killed together by reactionaries. It is no surprise, then, that even after all these years, and the acrimony growing quite bitter, including mutual slander, assassinations, or even outright warfare, plenty of low-ranking officers have helped their old friends find a place in our new government. For the better-informed members of our party that sit in the CC, the reality is drastically different. More quote-unquote right Kuomintang factions are warlords by this point, a facsimile of revolutionary spirit at best, a mockery of efforts at worst. The CE looks down on reconciliation, viewing them as too far gone. Letting these party apostates into our ranks is a recipe for treason, deception, or worse, corruption. And this sort of subversion is dangerous in these times. It's very difficult to actually legislate any official ban or regulate it, and going against the grain is always hard, but even a full runs from leading CEC members can markedly change the mood of the party as a whole. So, we can make friends, or say they're not the same. I'm inclined to say they're genuine patriots. Yeah. How's our radicalism doing? Probably not great. Probably still pretty low, actually, I'm thinking about. 23, eh. We're currently suffering weekly stab hit, so it is probably better to intimidate the opposition. How much is a medium amount? Find out. It's like 5. Maybe. It's like 4. Ah, our German quote-unquote friends. Oh boy. Okay, when it comes to the business of revolution, it's only natural that a radical energy emerge, particularly among the youthful and disaffected groups of the old order that said the Kuomintang, despite their revolutionary heritage, is often keen on preserving an orderly, authoritative atmosphere, fitting of a vanguardist party. They have often also been known for their pragmatism, willing to accommodate aligned groups as needed to advance their goals. Stretching this, however, is the entry of newer groups in the National Intellectual Dialogue. The China Revival Society and the China Syndicalist Party's radical faction have both ridden the coattails of the success of the more mainstream socialist groups. However, as nationalistic, iconoclastic sentiment rises, they found a greater following, emboldening them to create newspapers and publications of their own. Affiliated with the CRS is Quantu, literally future or prospects paper. The Quantu, literally future or prospects paper. Meanwhile, members CFE radicals have been subscribing to Qbai's Hot Blood Daily, named so for the belief that the hot blood of the oppressed will overcome the cold iron of the strong. And Dongfeng Zazi, Eastern Miscellany, which frequently runs articles dealing with the tensions between Marxism and utopian socialism. The party wields a fairly powerful security apparatus capable of censoring unwanted opinions as needed, especially those bucking the Kuomintang orthodoxy. That said, driving these groups underground can only slow them down if the underlying source of radicalism is not addressed. Shut it down. Orthodox society versus radical. Okay. This will decrease radicalism. So we're gonna shut it down. This technically qualifies as like occupied territory because we like reoccupied it. How are we doing in terms of aeroplanes? Alright. Let us try for another assault on Wenjiao. I'm deploying the wrong unit. Anyways. Attack Wenjiao. How are we doing? How are we doing up here? Look, I'm doing a lot better, honestly. How are we on support equipment? Eh. Come on, you can do it. Bam. This Wenjiao thing is like a real issue. The heck? Oh, who cares? You know, I'm considering this. I'm gonna declare this particular battle to be concluded. I'm willing to take the L. Instead, we're gonna move up here. Yay! All right. No way, any of you are attacking. Stop attacking. Stop, 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 halt. I like that there's just an army chilling here doing nothing. It's like mind-blowingly aggravating. Oh, wait. You don't need to attack. You don't have to. It's okay to not attack. What is this? Is the real question that we're asking. Alright. Look at us. Backhand it, baby. Hey, stop attacking. I'm willing to declare a full retreat. I don't need to fall back that far. Well, fall back to here. You fall back to here. And deploy here. Deploy there. Oh yeah, I probably can ask for, oh, I can't ask for military access. Because they're jerks. Jerks! Okay. Capture Port Arthur. Or be destroyed. We'll backhand these fools. Let me, real quick, do some stuff. Go here. Deploy. Hate early deploying units, but I gotta do what I gotta do. We're gonna do stay behind cells. Or prepare for the long war. We shall defend Hangzhou. Yeah, they're down to 9. It's barely worth launching a rescue operation at this point.
是的，长官。
Instead, let us launch a far more aggressive operation. The truce lasts until July, so it's April. Now it will be June, soon. Trademark, soon.
正在撤退，长官。准备。出发。
I decided I'm attempting to hold Hangzhou, and I don't know why I'm holding Hangzhou, actually. Just kind of give it up. This is so wild. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give up Hangzhou. I'm gonna do this in stages, in an intelligent and calm and collected way. Gonna remain calm, cool, and collected. Right? Draw, and then we are going to. Nope, we're not gonna find. We're gonna go to like that. Gonna give up Hangzhou again, and hopefully this will enable. This will reactivate Hunan. His army has decided that just sort of chilling. Is super cool. We're actually gonna what we're gonna do? We're gonna shorten this line. No. Hold that like that. I'm gonna press some more buttons. Bam, that's a button. Bam, that's a button. Now, let's attack.
是的，长官。
Indeed. We're going to force the attack. Time to launch our full assault. Let us liberate. Overrun our enemy. And liberate Korea. Yeah, they destroyed all those guys, which sucks. It's not our guys, so whatever. Okay, so the the Hunan army has like awoken from its insanity slumber. That's nice. To order a push to Seoul. To Seoul. It's just Seoul. It's not Seoul. It's just Seoul. Anyways. Charity and cunning. Oh, have we gotten into Korea? I think we have. Button. Any core state control. We don't technically do that. Charity and cunning in China. If there's any silver lining to mayhem and the tragedy of war, it's when the communities and nations. It's when communities and nations grow close together in solidarity. With so many lives uprooted, thanks to war and revolution, oftentimes government initiatives are simply not enough to help the suffering. With the magistrates overwhelmed, there's often room for humble heroes to lend a helping hand. Song Qingling, the widow of Sun Yat-sen, has entered the national spotlight with numerous charitable efforts. As president of the China Welfare Foundation, initially as the China Defense League, they have raised money from foreign aid and private donations to support a wide range of causes, including refugee relief, medical supplies, and care for orphans, led primarily by the Song and Liao families. They owe their prominence in part due to their connections with the Central Executive Committee, and also favor press coverage by figures such as Edgar Snow. However, unfortunately, although few would like to publicly admit it, charity is often also another weapon of war. The party has exploited in its past its concern for the poor as a propaganda tool against the warlord governments. Even organizations ostensibly neutral have party members strategically placed on their board, including the Red Cross Society of China. Partisans affiliated with the Provisional Action Committee have taken the opportunity to cast Song, to a lesser extent, He Jiangning, as a marked contrast to the First Lady, Chen Bujin, as perhaps the two most prominent women in the nation. While both come from wealthy merchant families and longtime revolutionaries, Chen has been depicted by PAC-aligned papers as scheming Machiavellian shrew, obsessed more with power than helping the people. Wang has angrily demanded censors quickly remove such publications, and Song has devoured any such disunity. I think it's actually Sung. But the smear campaign is likely to create a lasting enmity between the factions. I actually need to press this button because it's like, ladies, please be chill. Okay, now we're winning. That's so funny. I'll take carbon, why not? Heck? Anyways. Buttons! Fast offensives. Reduce supply width and reduce consumption of supplies. Oh my gosh, I so need that second one. Because, as you know, boy, I'm bad with supplies. Okay. Cool. I'd be able to press this button if I had support equipment, which I don't. I think what I'm going to do is just going to delete that, which should let me press the button. I need 100 guns. I didn't read that part. I'm closer than you'd think. So, we're just going to actually leave it for now. Oh, I have a plan. Bam, bam.
是的，长官。
We're gonna... bam. Nailed it. Praying for the long war. We can do stay behind cells. Carry his Dao Dao and his rifle. I don't know what a Dao Dao is. Is it a sword? Who knows? A bunch of people know. I don't. I'm one of those people who don't know.
走，准备，准备，准备，是的，长官。准备，准备，准备完毕，长官。
The capture of Korea is kind of an important part of this campaign. Ah! But one thing that is an important part of this campaign is stomping up and down on these guys. So we're just gonna declare war on the Mongolians, screw those guys, and get compradors. It's alright, one moment. I don't know how those guys got disconnected. You still got a reserve chilling over here. I'm not gonna really dedicate my reserve quite yet. Yeah, we can attack. Is it time to dedicate the reserves? I think it's time to dedicate the reserves. Alright, reserves. Go, be dedicated. This appears to be a relatively undersupplied and under-equipped defensive position. So let's just attack. More of that would be good. I don't know, Russia? Sure. I'm not really sure about that. I'm gonna get some oil. I don't know, basically, because I'm like, are nerd lords gonna land here again? Just cut these guys off. No, we can't. The grain, oh boy. The grain quagmire. Love to see it. I love quagmires. Okay, grains are a staple food and the lifeblood of the Chinese people. Ugh. So discussions on grain and taxations are always a headache, subject to landlord interest and peasant unrest. The government's stake in the matter is ensuring that yields are sufficient to feed the nation, to adequately, and hopefully fairly, tax this major component of the national economy, and also to store grain to feed the destitute and also prepare for famines, with the landlords either brought to heel or expropriated. The parties stressed that they are different from the great warlords that came before them, but some have soured due to the disparities in the new government's promises compared to the reality as on the ground. Much of the grain to be going to public granaries have been stolen by corrupt bureaucrats, and taxation has been uneven at best. Many farmers have refused to contribute, accusing our magistrates of being thieves. It's very difficult without good documentation to tax the farmers, and this type of bureaucratic infrastructure simply does not exist yet. Alternatives have been proposed, including taxing grain yields directly and eliminating other farm taxes altogether. Given how little is collected in practice, this would help with government revenues, but is bound to be unpopular with the peasants. But with wars and debts that accompany them, accruing, it is a tempting proposition. Perhaps one day industry and commerce will take the place of the primary economic sector. For now, it seems the Earth provides life to the state as well. Ooh, I like that. Tax grain directly. Yeah, people don't like that. We could order audits and the granaries filled. Streamline taxation and lower it. I think we need to fill the granaries. Alright. Alright. And with that, I believe we're going to call it for today. I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.